This is simply work with double crochets. You just work them differently to get that diagonal look on both sides of the fabric. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the diagonal spike stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. So for this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 4. So in my case, I have 16. So for row 1, you're going to start by skipping 3 chains, which counts as a double crochet. So we're skipping 1. The loop on your hook does not count, by the way. So you're skipping 1, 2, 3. And into the next, you want to do 1 double crochet. So into the 4th chain from the hook, we're doing 1 double crochet. That begins our row repeat, the double crochet. And now you want to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 chains. So we're doing our 2nd double crochet and our 3rd double crochet. So that's what that looks like. Now we're going to skip the next chain, and where you would work a stitch into that chain, we're actually going to work something that's called a spike double crochet. So I'll show you what that looks like. We're skipping this chain. Now you want to yarn over, and now insert your hook into the same place of the first double crochet that you just made. So you're going to work backwards essentially. We've yarned over, we want to go back to this spot where the first double crochet is. So into there, you want to insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it through. So your work's going to be squished a little bit there. Now you're going to draw the loop as high as you need to, so it's the same height as the double crochets themselves. So you're going to pull up until you have the same height of the double crochets. And now you're going to work a double crochet like normal. So you want to yarn over and then draw through 2. Yarn over, draw through 2. So I'll show you what that looks like here. Essentially, you worked a double crochet, but you went into the chain of the first double crochet. And to make sure that your work's not squished, you are pulling up the loop to bring you back to that spot. And then you'll start seeing the pattern in a minute here. So we're skipping that chain. Remember, that's technically where you work this spiked double crochet. So we're skipping that chain and then going back to the beginning of the row repeat with 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So skip 1 and do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. And now we want to do another spike double crochet. So for that, it's as if we're skipping this chain because that's where the stitch is going to kind of lay on top of it. So we're yarning over. You're going to go back to the first double crochet spot and insert your hook into there. So yarn over, go back to the first double crochet, which is essentially the chain where you worked that double crochet. You're going to grab the yarn and pull it through. And now you want to pull the yarn as tall as the double crochet. So you pull up, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Essentially completing a double crochet. But it's got this long kind of diagonal line, and that's what's going to give you the pattern that you want. And now you continue the row repeat. You want to make sure that you remember you're skipping this chain because that's technically where the spike double crochet is sitting on top of. So you skip that and then go back to the beginning of the row repeat. Because this can be a little confusing, we're going to do 1 more together. So you're going to skip the 1 chain and do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. This is my 2nd, and then this is my 3rd. Now we're going to do a spike double crochet. We're skipping that chain. We're going to yarn over, go back to the first double crochet, the chain that you went into. That's where you want to insert your hook. Now you grab the yarn and pull it through. You want to pull up your yarn as tall as the double crochets. And now complete a double crochet. So you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's the pattern that you're going to start getting. So at the beginning of the row here, you'll see that I have one chain left because this is the one that you skip. So you're going to be left with only one chain, and into that chain you're going to do just a double crochet to finish row 1. And that is what that looks like. For row 2, you want to start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to flip your work. You're going to skip the first stitch, and then you're going to start your row repeat. So you're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So we are doing 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to skip the next stitch and do a spike double crochet. So you won't work into it because you're going to go back, and essentially you're going to yarn over, not work here. Go back to the first double crochet of the 3 that you just made, and into that spot insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it through. So now your hook's sitting like this, but you want to pull up the yarn so that you can have it as tall as the double crochets. So you work with your hook to pull it up and bring you back to the height that you need it. And now you complete a double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's going to give you this like diagonal line with your yarn. And now we go back to the beginning of the row repeat with 3 double crochets into the next 3, and then a spike double crochet. I can't emphasize enough how much you don't want, like when you do the spike double crochet, essentially what that means is that you're skipping a stitch. So in this very case, I have my spike double crochet. You can see that the double crochet before that is here into this one here. So I'm going to skip this and then start the row repeat again. So skip that and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And now we work a spike double crochet. So we're skipping this stitch. We're going to yarn over, go back to the first double crochet, and that's the spot where you want to insert your hook. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Now you want to pull up the yarn so that it's as tall as the double crochets. Grab the yarn and pull through 2. Grab the yarn and pull through 2 for a double crochet. And you're going to get those diagonal lines. So I'll finish this row and I'll show you what to do at the very end. So at the end of the row here, I have done my final 3 double crochets. I'm going to skip the last stitch to do my spike double crochet by going back to the first double crochet, grab the yarn, pull it through, pull it up as tall as the stitches, and then completing a double crochet. And so my very last stitch is going to be the turning chain. And so into the top of the turning chain to finish row 2, you just want to do 1 double crochet. Into there you do your final double crochet, and that there is the end of row 2. So as you can see, you've got these lines that come this way, and so that's where you get the diagonal pattern look that you want. So now you want to repeat this for however many times you want to have a finished swatch or the desired length of your work. This I like so much because you get the look of the diagonal like spikes on both sides, but it's super simple and it just adds such a cool different look. Like if you think about it, this is just double crochets. That's a really nice texture to the work. We love it. We love it. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.